A cheap wireless lav kit? Let's check it out. What is good, YouTube? It's that one camera guy back at it again with another video for you. Are you struggling on deciding on what wireless lab kit to get? Have you looked at the Rode Link kit that goes for about $399 and you're thinking that's a little bit too much for you and you just wanted something a little more simple, a little bit more basic? Stay tuned to find out. If you're new to my channel and you're finding it for the first time, I go by That One Camera Guy. I make videos, tutorials, guides, and reviews on the Sony mirrorless system. If you'd like to catch the latest content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell when I produce content every single week on my channel. And my old subscribers, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button and let's go ahead and get started. So right now, during this actual talk, I'm using the Meike WMP1 wireless lav kit. Now it is an option and a cheaper alternative to the Rode Link kit that is available and some other options out there. Now this particular kit comes in, I said, about 120 US dollars, whereas the Rode Link comes in at about 400 US dollars. The question is, are you actually getting quality for the price for this microphone? And we're going to find that out today. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing or unpackaging, however you want to call it. Itself, let's take a look on the outside. The official name is the MK-WMP1, and they're very specific about instruction manuals. It looks like this unit was already opened. Gives the information about frequency range, response channels, which has 6, transmission power, receiving sensitivity, signal to noise ratio, operating range, etc. as far as the batteries, and also the playtime, which states about 15 hours or so. So that's what's on the back side of this package. Let's go ahead and open it up and take a look. So here we go. Information about instructions, features, etc. And then right here we get into the actual microphones themselves. Right here we have a little adapter to mount it onto the top of like a cold shoe, hot shoe scenario. Here's the lab itself. Doesn't look the most high-end out there, but hey, you know, you're paying X amount of dollars for it, right? So we'll see how this does. Here's the cable that's going to connect to your camera and to one of the receivers, or to the receiver. And here is the lapel adapter there. All right, so if we take a look right here, we have our actual microphone, or one of the receivers or transceivers, whatever you want to call them. As far as the build quality and feel, it is very light weight, and I think that's probably going to be the most redeeming aspects of this. But as I am holding it, I am noticing it doesn't feel very premium at all. And well, it is what it is, right? You're paying X amount of dollars for this in comparison to something that's more expensive that might be built out of metal or better composite plastics. But anyway, you open this cover door right here, and then you get access to where the 2 batteries are going to go for AA batteries, access to channel, volume, and information, and your LCD display here. And you kind of get this little section here where you can apply it to like a belt or a pocket or something like that. From here, you get your little antenna. I see a power button and an audio out. Let's take a look at the other one here. This one is, I'm not quite sure. I'll figure that out soon. But again, same thing. It looks exactly the same. This one has an aux and a mic option here, channel, so you can't control the actual volume levels on this. And then you have 2 batteries, 2 AA's. Again, still feels very similar in design and feel, very lightweight, not very sturdy, so we'll definitely have to see how that goes. You have a power button up here, mic input, and then your antenna cable and a little power LED. So that is just sort of the quick unboxing and look. Let's go ahead and go through the process of getting everything set up. I've got the Alpha-6500 right here with the 16, the 70 zoom lens. Let's go ahead and pop in a couple of rechargeable batteries into the actual devices. So, plug that in, and we'll pop in batteries on the other one. Okay. All right, so these are both packed up. And then what's going to happen is you have this cable here. We're going to go ahead and plug one into the out option here on the actual microphone. And this is going to plug into the camera. So I'm going to go plug one in. So we got that set up. And our lapel, which is right here, this is going to plug into the mic option, which for obvious reasons. Now we're going to go ahead and turn both of these on and see if we can get them synced up with the correct channels. So I'm going to hold the power button. It says channel 2 automatically, 641.000. I don't know if that's like a frequency or channel or whatever it is. I've also got this set inside of the microphone to mic, which is what we're using here. And then you can change the channel here. And I believe there's 6 channels, so we're going to go to 2, which is what everything is using. So we'll take a look in here. We also have a volume option. So if you change the volume, you'll see this number on the top left change. And it goes from 16, I guess, all the way to from 1 to 16. So I think it was at 6 initially. Now, this little piece here is going to mount into like the cold shoe or hot shoe of your camera. And I think, without looking at instructions, that these kind of claw in here. So now this doesn't seem the most secure method to do it. So I just want to point that out. And let me go ahead and mount this back on here. So there we go. Now we've got this connected. Now we have like a little place to put the hot shoe, cold shoe option. We're going to go ahead and mount it onto the Sony a6500. And it's a little difficult to get to the disc, which is right here. But there we go. So we have it mounted now. And I'm going to go ahead and plug it into the mic port. So I went ahead and ran several tests, both indoors and outdoors, to kind of give you an impression about the microphone. All right, we're doing a test of the Meike wireless lav kit. I think I'm about 70 to 80 feet away at this point. So I'm just going to slowly walk towards the camera and see how well the audio is doing. So I'm walking towards it, getting closer and closer, and you can hear some cars driving by on the side. I've also got a little slight breeze, so we're going to see how well it's doing. Again, this is a line of sight test though, so you're not going to have a lot of interference with the audio. So again, I'm getting a bit closer to the subject, maybe about 50 feet away or so. I'm just guessing here, getting closer and closer, and we got a semi coming by, so we'll see how that sounds like. And again, I'm getting closer and closer towards the camera, walking closer, closer, closer. I'm probably, maybe 15 to 20 feet away. I don't know, 15, maybe a little more. All right, getting closer and closer and closer, about 10 feet away from the camera. That's how it sounds like right now. And again, you're getting a lot of sound from the road on the side, so you can see how that goes and how well it kind of rejects sound. And now I'm getting closer and closer, about 4 feet away from the camera. Right, this is a test of the Rode Link kit with its lapel. I've turned off the computer so you can't hear the fans. You should be able just to maybe hear a subtle fan sound from the lights that are in the room on the preamps on the a6500. Now I'm going to go ahead and go silent. There you go. That's what it sounds like. And hopefully it gives you a good indication of the difference between the Rode Link and the Meike. This is an audio test. This is an audio test using the Meike MK-WMP1 wireless lav kit. I am currently testing it with the Sony a6500. I have the gain, the preamp set to 1 on the Sony a6500, and I have 1 set on the actual receiver. So again, this is a test of the audio quality of the Meike. Let's go ahead and do a silence test right now. All right, that was a silence test. Just know that the air conditioning is on. It might have picked it up a little bit in the recording, but that was the silence test. There you go. You got to listen to the actual test. And now, as far as my final verdict, who is this microphone for? So as far as the initial impressions that I've gotten from this overall, I think it is a microphone, if you were really on a budget and you were looking to get this, I would say you may want to consider a couple of different options. If you absolutely needed a way to get audio directly into your camera from your talent, then this is one way to do it. If you don't mind doing some sort of dual syncing audio, then I would possibly recommend using a phone as a secondary device to record the audio separately, because you might get better quality audio that way. I made a video somewhere, you can click on the eye icon up there. So if you don't mind doing a couple of syncing and working a little bit more in post, I would probably recommend doing a secondary audio source. But again, if you need the audio to go directly into your camera, this is a good choice if you don't want to deal with the editing aspects of it. If you're working in a closed environment, kind of maybe you're just doing videos directly YouTube-based style, then I think this is a good option for you in that regards. Now, I gotta be clear, if you really want good quality, you're definitely gonna have to step it up and pay a slightly bigger premium and go with the Rode Link if you want cleaner audio and better audio quality overall. So there you go, those are my thoughts on the Meike WMP1. Links to this will be in the description below if you want to go ahead and check it out. And if you found value in this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and check out my other content. And with that said, I'm your host, Camera Guy, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.